Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Nordic region and what's going on in payments there. And I'm joined by Alexander. Alexander, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you live out in Copenhagen.
Correct. Yeah.
And I mean, it's a really interesting payment. Denmark by itself is a fascinating payments market. Of course, you've got Dankort as a domestic scheme and fantastic digital identity infrastructure. But what else do you see going on in the kind of Nordic region from a payment perspective?
No, I definitely think it's a very interesting geography within payments. You could say that collaboration is in the Nordic's DNA.
Yeah.
We can see that with engagements like P27.
Yeah, and so I mean, I know a little bit about that, but tell me a bit more. What is P27?
What is Peter? Well, firstly, it's an initiative, or it will be the first cross-border, cross-country, and real-time infrastructure setup, which will basically.
So this is joining all of the domestic real-time banking in throughout the Nordics.
Yeah, correct. It's basically all the big banks in Finland, Sweden, and Denmark, and Norway. So there are payments hubs are merging together to basically build a general infrastructure, so you can send payments to any country basically in the Nordics region. So it's the first in the world. So hopefully it'll go through. I know that at this time it's a lot of regulations and implementations to be done, but looks to be.
How far along is that? I mean, is the engineering work already underway, or is it still in the kind of planning phase? What's the situation?
Well, from Endava's perspective, we are very much involved in looking at using our technology, our state-of-the-art technologies, to see how we can leverage this proposition to banks, and also technology providers, right? But it looks to be set 2025. I know it's been pushed a few times because it's obviously a very new thing, and all new things take time. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, so interoperability is always, the bigger the market, the more likely it is that you're going to see consumer adoption in general. So that's always kind of interesting. Although I'm always curious when because we've got SEPA Direct, and and there's faster payments rails that can sit on top of that. So I'm kind of interested to see how that kind of works out. What else is going on in the Nordics, would you say?
Well, from Endava's perspective, a lot of fun things, but I think since we're at the event, it's all things payment, right?
Sure.
But we do cover 5 major trends always that our consultants bring out, and these are also things we're going to market with. So I'd say that buy now, pay later has taken a massive turn.
Of course, we've got Klarna there in the Nordics.
Yeah, very big. Obviously not too good what recently happened with them, but fantastic value proposition, and also seeing players adopt the same solutions and the same need to customers. So yeah, I'd say buy now, pay later, payments orchestration layers.
Yeah, what do you mean? So kind of stitching together all the APIs from the kind of providers we see out behind us, right?
All the back end getting together. Yeah.
That's the critical piece, right? So there's solutions for almost every problem, but for retailers and acquirers and issuers, for everybody working in this space, the key is how do you stitch all of that together?
Exactly. Yeah. No, but that's also what we're trying to do. We like to say that 40% of transactions is in Europe, in some way built by us or something we've touched, right, at some point. So this goes to show that APIs and integrations is really part of our core.
Yeah, the kind of Endava DNA.
Exactly.
Awesome. This your first Money 2020, or have you been?
My first, yeah. So very, very happy to be here. Massive crowd and a lot of interesting companies and people. So
yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It's very good. It's very good.
I mean, look, that's a very, very tiny little toe in the water of payments in the Nordics. But thanks very much. It's always really good to
Thank you, Nick.
talk about the Nordics.
Yeah, likewise.